The offense set for a first down play. They'll start this drive with a pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground, and it takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
The run to the left. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. He's going to take off. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
3rd down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number. He has confidence in himself. Goes and gets the first down.
To the air on first down. They're trying to get to it. And the sophomore has to get that one out in front of his receiver. Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. Off the play fake. Trying to get to him. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
The quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing... He was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback checking off. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds a man on the right. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He'll try the left side. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking for space. It's McKinnon. They make the stop, and he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Virginia.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to add another. And it's perfect. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone. It's Blade. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Is ready to go back to work on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Can't get him to the ground. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He's got his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Still on his feet at the 35. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
You talk about setting a tone. Going for that in your own territory early in the game? Oof.
Well, let's decide, gutsy or crazy?
Both?
The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. He breaks a tackle. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. He wants to throw. Floats it out in space. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. He throws one to the left. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Now with a first and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Push down for the tackle.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
And as they come to the line here, they're passing on a surefire field goal attempt. They'd better pay it off with 6. Wants to pass. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Trying play action. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they've got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons to attack and try to steal a field goal here.
You practice these situations all during the week. You know you got to be fast, take advantage of the clock. It's stopping, making sure you're throwing the football down the field to try to get some points.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Feeling some heat. Nice move to stay on his feet. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going up top on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Absolutely perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner will be brought down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires downfield. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Good timing on the quick out. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
And the Cavaliers will snap it on 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. The Cavaliers want to move quickly. A 1st down run on the doorstep. You're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Cavaliers. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's played. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Looking to buy time. He's turning it loose into the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He's back to throw on second down. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
This is field position that you dream of. Yeah, I'll take it on the 2. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll try to slam it in. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll run it here on third and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. The offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Blade. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Wants to throw on first down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Finally, the defense gets to the quarterback. I say finally because last week they had 6 sacks. They were harassing the QB so far today. Just their first sack. They got to continue to get more pressure on the quarterback.
They'll leave it with him. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
I guess they believe the entire field is 4-down territory. A bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it on 4th and 12 miles. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity, a 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
Auburn lines up quickly. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Virginia, 21. Auburn, 10.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Now he'll let one fly down the left side.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Runs through a tackle. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They're bringing heat. And the pass is intercepted. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it 1st down at the 40.
Now, man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Virginia.
Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Cavalier. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Kent State is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Josh Cribbs should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to the Sharks. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he's brought down after a nice game. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him, whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
They get to him as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They're going to throw it again. With the catch, it's Blade. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Coming after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Buying some time. And he doesn't quite get the score. Ridden out of bounds at the 3. Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming.
42 Spider.
Wants to go up top. Pocket starts to collapse. He goes in for the 2, and we have a 10-point game. They go 83 yards on the drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Going up top on first down. It's complete to the right. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Auburn lines up quickly.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. After the big first down sack, it's second down. He's looking to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
They want that clock to run. At the 35, he's loose. Flying down the left side. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Virginia. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0. You've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. He wants to throw. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He was trying to get that return going instead. He'll hand it to his offense at